Well. What do we have here? As you can see, folks, something you kind of didn't expect here. I bet most of y'all did not expect here because we've been planting seeds about this. But now that this has been officially revealed, I'm here joined by today my fellow guest here. I'm just kidding, my actual partner here because we have something special planned for you guys.
Yeah,
Care to introduce yourselves?
for a second that I was kind of offended that you called me a guest, but you pull back. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, so I don't upload that much content. My shit is very dry. Like I don't have fans. A few of them maybe, but no one really watches my shit. But we have both of us have been dropping a lot of hints about this project that we had in the works. Both of you probably know that we also feature in each other's videos quite a lot. A lot of my recent videos have been with Epic or with Epic's friends or just the group in general. And I'm just very glad to be a part of all of it. So we just decided, wait, why not start a podcast? Where we can
Exactly.
talk shit, discuss our favorite things, maybe talk about gacha. Well, this episode's gonna be about gacha, but the rest of it, it's gonna be
We're
random.
gonna talk about random shit, bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna
we're
be
gonna talk about
random.
random shit, whatever we find interesting. That's gonna be what it's all about. Of course, from the name of our channel too, it's gonna be all about love and hate. It's our little personality traits here, and we're gonna
Yo,
also kind of like implement some of that theme into the podcast as well. So, all I can say is, hopefully, you guys will enjoy the type of content that will be try to be consistent and post about. But for now, that's gonna be what the podcast is about. Of course, our
keyword.
little introduction here for those who has no idea about us.
Yeah,
It's your boy Epic here.
yeah, and this
I
is
do some content right now. It's just gotcha content, but later on there'll be a lot more. But that's pretty much what I'm well known for right now. Just Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, Zone Zero, Wuthering Waves. For those who knows AK here, he already kind of basically did his intro here earlier. But yeah, he did some of his stuff too. He has his own channel as well. If you guys want to check him
yeah.
out too, feel free
It's
to.
it's it's relatively lower quality because I don't have that much experience. But other than that, I enjoy making videos. I do a lot of stuff that I love. I have no specific theme for my videos. I like initially I used to do Pokemon videos, then it was Minecraft, then it was the Pokemon stuff is deleted, by the way. You cannot see it. Like, it's gone. Then I did
Oh
Minecraft.
damn!
Then I did Genshin Impact for a little bit. Then Honkai Star Rail. And right now, it's just anything that catches my interest. Anything that I enjoy doing, I just do, obviously. I see it, I do it. That's it. But yeah, other than that, this podcast is not like, from my perspective, it's another part of my just doing what you love kind of vibe, just do whatever. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, and another thing, the Love and Hate podcast. Well, there is not really any specific intro, as you guys probably saw. We didn't really introduce, like, we didn't have a, like, the basic YouTuber intro. We'll have that going forward. Another aspect is that this podcast is gonna be mostly unedited. It's just raw.
Yep.
Because both of our videos are pretty heavily edited, like, so we wanted to have an outlet where we could post stuff that's completely unedited and actually put ourselves out there without putting a filter on. Some stuff might be cut out and some tweening might be done, but mostly it's going to be unedited. And I think that's the charm, honestly. What do you think?
Yeah, of course. This is like exactly what it's all about here. Because at the end of the day, we're just gonna be being ourselves, and you guys are gonna probably get to know more about us because we kind of decently know each other. But the
Yeah.
audience here, that's you guys gonna be watching, you guys will get to know more of our personal selves, and of course, like just a lot of other things too. So yeah,
Um,
it's basically just imagine you're joining with the boys. You know,
yeah, it's
joining with the boys.
literally it's like having a drink with the boys. We don't drink.
Exactly. Yeah. yeah.
I do. He doesn't. But we're not gonna drink on the
Yeah. Yeah.
podcast. None of that stuff. Yeah. It's gonna be fairly PG. Actually, it's gonna be like teen rated. Like, we're gonna use some swear words. Mostly me. I apologize. But it's not gonna be completely family friendly, and it's not gonna be completely like unaccessible by like young people as well. Like, people can watch it. Another thing that I wanted to discuss, there's not going to be like a place for the community. I apologize. Like, we both have our separate Discord servers for our channels. We don't want to start a third one just for this. That's not gonna happen. So the community will largely be on YouTube. So feel free to use the comment section. We will read everything. Um,
Exactly.
yeah. And if you want to reach out to us, again, use the comment section. That's going to be the best way to reach out to us. And any business partners can use our email uh, in the future. Oh my god. Yeah. So, Epic, will you introduce what we're going to talk about today?
Okay, all right, we'll get into it. So the first thing we should be talking about here. So, what's going on with Genshin and all the other gacha games so far? What do we got
We
here?
we gotta start with this. We're gonna start with our opinions about Genshin Impact. Uh,
Yeah,
okay.
the gacha community is at an interesting state right now. You know?
Very interesting. Funnily enough, I haven't played Genshin in a long time. Like since Natlan came out, I have been really inconsistent. I haven't playing. That's kind of because I play gacha games for the characters and the lore in general, and the Natlan characters or lore haven't really been like interesting to me. I'm not gonna say like anything rude about it. Like it's not bad, obviously. It's well made. It's just not for me. I don't like it. So I haven't been consistent with Genshin. I have been following the drama though. Oh my god, there is too
Yep.
much drama. Oh
Yep.
my
That's
god.
that's the thing. That's the thing I was gonna say we should talk about.
Yeah, the drama is it's so difficult to deal with at this point. It's genuinely just annoying. Like the whole voice acting drama is like okay, yeah. I don't think we should get into like the nit and grits of the drama. But yeah, you can go ahead with like your opinions of the game in general and the community.
Oh, okay. Okay. So with the game state as it is right now, I'd say like Genshin, in terms of popularity and my own personal experience and enjoyment through the game, I think it's slowly is in a very awkward state right now. It's kind of like it's reached its peak during 2020 to 2021, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But afterwards, it kind of just started like it just started having a different agenda. They had like a focus on, oh, let's create something different, and it was so brand new to the market of gotcha games. But then afterwards, it's just because of its how successful it's been. It's just always been the same, and afterwards, it's kind of declined since. So because of that, naturally, my enjoyment of the game, I've always been there since the beginning, but it just also kind of started dying a bit too. Of course, I would still play the game, like try to finish it till fully at the end, but it's just not the same as when I first time played Genshin Impact. The enjoyment is just kind of gone now, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, honestly, like I haven't had a fun time with Genshin Impact in a long time. Like, yeah, Sumeru, I played through Sumeru, not willingly. Back then, I didn't have another, like, because I was young and dumb. I didn't have money to buy games, I didn't know what emulation was. So I just played Genshin Impact because it's the only thing I had. So sitting through Sumeru was genuinely a drag, and I remember I had the game, but I just couldn't play it for the longest time because of how annoying it was. The story was fine and all, but again, just wasn't fun to play. Inazuma though was I think the golden age of Genshin Impact. Like the community was amazing. Like you see
Yep,
people crying about like the designs of the Shogun and stuff now, like, okay, I'm gonna be honest. If Yumi Mizuki came out back then, she would be loved. Like everyone would love her. It just shows
that's
the
true.
state of the community. Like right now, people be complaining about anything when it comes to Genshin Impact. It's just
Yep.
like I don't like Veresa, sure, she doesn't interest me, but I don't hate her because she wears short clothes. That does not matter to me. That does not matter. This I Do you know which game you're playing? I love these people that are like, oh, look how short her clothes are, and then they just like, yo, have you seen 1.0 Mona? Did you? She was wearing a
Yes, true,
leotard.
true.
She was literally wearing a bodysuit, bro. What are you talking about? Oh my god,
Yeah, and it's just like it's just been like that since the very beginning of the game, and now
yeah.
all of a sudden the narrative has completely swapped.
Yeah, exactly. And now the community is just insufferable. Like every time I have to deal with the Genshin community. Like that's why I don't upload any Genshin videos. Like I wanted to make some videos about like discussing Natlan and stuff, but I didn't have it in me because it was just the community is
It's
terrifying,
too
first of all.
draining.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
draining and
that's true.
terrifying. Like they can cancel you for accidentally misspelling a character. Like if I spell Nahida as Neehiad, I'm probably gonna be cancelled. Like
Yeah,
gen-
Yeah, dude, for
Oh my
real, for
god.
real.
Like Genshin Impact as a game, yeah, it's polished, it's well made. It's Breath of the Wild. It's well made. It's the I, like if you're gonna copy one of the greatest games of all time, you're gonna get a possible game. It's good to play, obviously. It's clean. But like if you want to play a free game, there are better free games to play, in my opinion, obviously. And it's just mostly because of the community and how difficult it is to be a part of it. Genuinely.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like the game itself has just been dying, and it's kind of been ruined because of the community mainly. You know,
Yeah.
the community is such a big impact, especially like with this type of game
Did you
where
say
you're
big?
expected to have
Did you
like
just say big
constant
impact?
content, different
Did,
updates.
did you just say
Yeah,
big
yeah. You
impact?
see what I did there? You see what
Like
I did?
Genshin Impact? Ah! I'm kidding. Continue.
Ah,
Continue
oh my
with your
god. Yeah,
point.
so like stuff like this is expected. Expected to have like different types of content every time, and it's just required to have like good communication with the actual game developers, and that has always been such a big issue with Genshin.
Oh yeah,
That has
definitely.
been always such a big issue, and I feel like because of that, we've gone like to a point where the community itself has just split to a point where one side of the community is very lovely, like they're supportive, or it's the artist fandom, right? They have fan arts,
Yeah.
cosplays, da 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 da. The other side is just so toxic. It's actually
Yeah.
crazy.
And you know what's the other side? Twitter.
Yeah.
That's it. Twitter's the other side. That's it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Basically, yeah, yeah.
Twitter and Reddit. Okay, there is this one Reddit subreddit called r/gacha gaming. I use Reddit quite frequently for my access to like news about games and stuff because it updates very quickly. So I use Reddit as like a news source, but I followed gacha gaming thinking it was like a general gacha gaming thing, right? No, it's it's Hoyo Cocksuckers 101. I'm sorry, I apologize for the wording there, but that's literally the subreddit. It is just a bunch of people that only care about Hoyo games that don't talk about any other gacha game under this face. And that pisses me off. Like, it's not r
Yeah.
slash Hoyoverse. If you want to talk about just Hoyo games, go to r slash Hoyoverse. This is r/ gacha gaming, and oh my, I had to block like people in that because I had a few comments that people like violently responded to, and that was my first experience. That was when I think Sumeru 3.4 came out, and I was like,
Oh
under a
wow.
post about like the Sumeru like map. Someone was praising the map, and I was like, "Nah, it's actually pretty dumb. I'm not gonna lie." And then someone like I think cursed 50 generations of my family. Like I don't
Oh
even
my
remember. I
god.
just remember being hurt. Like I was like, "Damn, man." And then I
That's
realized, yeah,
crazy.
then I realized I'm not commenting on any subreddit about any Hoyo game ever again. That's it. Like I'm gonna
And
stay like
see, and that's the thing that's so bad about the community too. Like they're just so like toxic, and
they're so
they even attack
angry.
you, and there's just yeah, and it's to the point where like it scares everybody to even be a part of it, and it's unfortunately just such a huge thing that's one representation of Genshin Impact, which really breaks my heart because I love the game. I still
Yeah.
have like a soft spot for it, but like because it's just so well known for so many bad things, it's just kind of a tragic thing to be a part of. I don't know. That's just how I felt lately. It's
Nah,
just weird.
the memories they keep holding on, man. The memories of Genshin Impact is what makes me like still follow the game, still like think about it. And
Exactly.
I haven't spent
Exactly.
that much money on Genshin. My entire time playing Genshin, I was completely F2P. I started spending money on gacha like quite recently in college when I like had a bank account. But yeah, like I spent more money on HSR, but I still like yearn for those days like in Genshin because that was more fun. Like HSR is amazing. I
Yep.
love it. And right now, we'll talk about it later. And right now I'd say I'd like it more than Genshin Impact. But the peak of Genshin, like 2.1, like 2.2, like when Raiden Shogun came out, and oh my god, that time period
Yeah.
was one of the most fun things to be a part of the community. Like genuinely,
Yeah.
it's so sad that we can never go back to that. And that was just
I
because the
know.
community was new, the game was new, there were no other games like it, and I mean, okay, I'm not gonna be like complaining about a game isn't a good thing. I genuinely believe that you need to constructively criticize the games that you play to make sure that better games keep coming out and the game that you're playing keeps getting better. But
Yep.
people complained in in back in their day, but it wasn't like they didn't attack each other. I don't care if if the players are angry at the company. My problem is, why are people attacking each other for shit that doesn't matter? That's my point. Like, if I express an opinion of the map is done, like I don't think the map is well designed, you don't have to curse my 50 generations of my family, man. Chill the fuck out. Genuinely, like, chill the fuck out.
Yeah, for real.
Even with the whole
Exactly.
voice actor situation, like, the voice actors are
Yep.
basically part of the community, man. Like, I don't know the exact ins and out, or like, I don't know anything in exact. I just know, like, Paimon's VA crashed out or something and said a bunch of shit, and
Yep.
people are like angry at her for that and whatever. But like I look more deeply into it before I discuss it further. But like, yeah, the state of Genshin Impact, yeah, bad. That's
That's not great right now. Yeah.
not great.
And I
That's
feel like it's just such a disconnect. That's what I feel like is the issue here. Like
yeah.
the community, the communication with the dev team, the state of the game itself. Like, there's just been so many changes that a lot of players, including myself, have been asking for a while, and still some of them's not even in the game. While like a lot of other games already have the change when it's like brand new. It's just, yeah, it's kind of, it's very mixed. It's very conflicting.
Hmm. Oh my god. Whew.
What? What was that?
Nothing. Just like talking about Genshin Impact and its community, man. It tires me out genuinely.
Yeah, I
It is
know it
so
does.
tiring. Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
then,
like honestly, Genshin, like I look, Genshin is like the one game where it'll have like a special place, but there's of course going to be like many different types of lineups and a lot of different types of things that'll be similar, or of course like maybe something different. But I
hmm,
think what's great that I can appreciate about Genshin is it started something different. It started like a completely different genre within the gacha community,
I
and
get what you mean.
depending on which you decide to stick to, I don't think any community is perfect personally. Like there's always going to be some
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
toxic traits to it,
I agree.
so whichever you prefer, or at this point, if you personally do not like any negativity, then you can just do something like what I would do and just not even like, or just minimize any interaction within the community. It's just
Yeah, exactly. Like,
just
yeah.
play a game out of enjoyment.
Obviously, like, people
you know
can not engage with the community, but it's sad that that has to be done. Like, it's sad that people, more and more people that join the Genshin Impact space, have to decide to not take a part in the community instead of like taking a part, which honestly I think is like a fun aspect of most video games is the fucking community. Like, some of the biggest games
True.
that I love, Pokemon, Zelda, these games, they are amazing because of their community. And the Pokemon community is bad. It's not the best community out there, but like, they don't attack each other for saying you don't like something. That's, I mean, yeah, it's to an extent. I agree with your statement that every community is equally bad. It's just when the community is bad plus the game is also bad, plus like you the community is so bad that people are scared to take part in it, is where I think I draw the line. Like, if there's no, and the community isn't like very big either. Like, the Pokemon community is huge. If you want to find people that hate you for having an opinion and people that don't care, there's an equal amount of both. But Genshin Impact has a very small,
Right.
it has a relatively smaller community compared to Pokemon. So like, no one really like, they all have a similar, like, most of them have a similar opinion. So it's difficult to deal with something like that when you're a new person in the community. But yeah, honestly, moving on from like Genshin, like, Honkai Star Rail has been going through some similar troubles, honestly. Like,
Yeah. Oh my
the
god.
community is
Yeah.
equally, like, honestly, I'd say it's
Oh
back to
yeah.
like 3.0 Genshin. That's how the community feels like. It's not as bad as like 5.0 Genshin. That was a different beast. But when Sumeru came out and people were really toxic, I think that's how it feels about for the HSR community right now. It's genuinely really bad. Like, and
I feel like
the
Star Rail's now entering in that phase, like before,
yeah,
I think was like a year ago, it was kind of foreshadowed. There was some toxicity a bit, like the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
voice acting thing, whatever, right? But
yeah,
now
yeah,
like
yeah,
this whole new situation that's come up now, we're entering in that phase, right? It's almost
yeah.
very familiar, you
Yeah,
know?
it's almost like, I've seen this before. I've seen this before.
Exactly.
No, where do I remember this from? Like that kind of fucking movement
Yeah.
where, oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
god, Brad. The funniest thing is that at least Genshin Impact, the game is still possible. Honkai Star Rail, the game is genuinely fucking annoying to play now with all the fucking power creeps and shit, man. It is like if you have
yeah.
a 1.0 character, give up. That's it. Like, like, it's gotten so bad that Sela is now on the standard banner. That's how fucking bad it is. And she's better than Yang
Yeah.
Qing, but yeah, my left toe is better than Yang Qing. That doesn't matter. That's not. It's not anything like. It's not an achievement to be better than Yan Qing, bro. But honestly, yeah, the game, like the devs are like playing a balance between, oh, we give you rewards, oh, we fuck you up. Like it's like they're playing like a double game. Like one day they'll fuck me up, one day they'll give me nice rewards. So it's like a
It
underhanded
kind of
punch.
balances it out, you know?
Yeah,
It's
it
like
balances it
forced
out,
treatment, you
but it
know?
feels like, oh, I'm gonna kick you in the nuts. Here, have a sandwich. That's how. That's how it's like.
Yeah.
Fuck you, global passive. Oh, free luocha. Like, you know,
Yeah.
that's how it feels. And that's
Yeah, like okay, before we talked about the whole controversy, let's talk about like the game itself.
that's fine.
My personal experience with Star Rail, I I think it was different, very different from Genshin. However, out of all the games I've played, I think it's been one of my favorites so far. It's just the way it opens and the way like you immerse yourself inside of the world, the storytelling and the
Of course.
characters is just so well done. And also like the references and you've seen like similar character names and
Yep.
designs from the predecessor Honkai Impact. So as a veteran of Honkai Impact, I was also just geeking out every time I see Himiko on screen. I just go anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so stuff like that. It was really fun, honestly. And the whole RPG place the turn play
Chapter
style
9.
aspect was just so fun.
Yep.
Very fun. It was very fluid. The mechanics all was so fun, and Stario just kind of kept gradually adding more mechanics like dot, break, single target, AOE, like a lot of those stuff. I was a huge
Yeah.
fan of. Still a huge fan of that.
I
Yeah,
agree, yeah.
but it's just like the thing you mentioned earlier. The whole power creep thing lately has been very noticeable. It's not like it's not like, oh, this character has been out for like a year. Okay, so we'll now like start power creep. No, like, bro, they released one character, and the next patch, I swear to God, they just power crept
No,
them.
no, it's literally my day is being powered by Castro. He's like, next
Exactly. So it's
patch.
just like, what the heck's the
Next
point?
patch,
Like,
bro. It's not even like a few patches away or like a year away. It's the next fucking patch. How do
that's
you
why it's
even do that?
crazy. It's weird. Like, why would they
Oh
do
my
that? Like, I
god.
don't I don't know. Cause like, if I wanted to sell the character, then I would try to like make. I would try to at least give some time before power creeping, like the
Yeah.
next thing. I don't know. Cause like otherwise you're just gonna ruin the character's sales like in the
I mean,
future. That character's not gonna make any money. Why would go for the weaker one when you can just go for the better one?
yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, think about it. Like,
Yeah.
Sparkle came out in 2.0, and she was amazing. She was really good. Everyone loved using her. But then they just released Sunday, which, I mean, yeah, Sunday is like a little different, but he's strictly better than Sparkle in every situation. Like, genuinely.
True, true, true.
And they didn't have to do, like, they could have just changed him a little bit. Like, the crit rate modifier being 20% free crit rate plus monstrous crit damage is a little too much. Like, the fucking mono quantum buff that this Sparkle gives is not enough to, like, make up the fact that he's just way better. And in general, there's so many
True.
other fucking characters. Like, um, I remember. Wait, who else can we talk about? Like Acheron
Boothill and
was,
Firefly is a good one.
yeah. Were Acheron and Fire? Oh, yeah, Boot Hill and Firefly. Wasn't that the? Yeah, that was the same situation. It was literally like right next to each
Right?
other.
Yeah.
Holy
But I
shit!
remember like Boohill comes out and he introduces he was like the first unit to introduce
Break,
Super Break or
like
yeah. And I
like
was like,
break,
oh dude, that's so cool.
like using break as
And
a damage thing. Like that's yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then Firefly comes out and she basically does everything that but better.
Better, but way better.
Yeah.
She is a blast
This guy over
damage.
here was molding about it. It was so funny.
Yeah, oh my god, because I love Boot Hill. I like Firefly too, but I loved Boot Hill. And I was like, oh, yeah, Firefly, like, it's gonna be equal. Like, she's gonna need her ultimate to, like, put on, the fucking weakness, because Bootle can put his weakness. Yeah, he can put physical. Whereas very much. Oh, I just realized something. Talking about putting weaknesses, but we'll get there. We'll get to him later. But like, Bootle was like, oh yeah, he needs his ultimate to put on the weakness, and then Firefly's like, nah, just skill, bro. Fuck you. Just gotta use skill.
Exactly.
And even if I don't have my skill active, I can still take down any type of weakness bar. Same with Acheron. Like, the whole concept of
Yep.
the game at the start was the whole weakness mechanic was very fun. Like, you needed like a DPS for almost every type, or a character for almost every type, to make sure you broke the enemies for that type. But then they released Silverwolf for first, which was like kinda like, I was like, oh, okay, you can put weaknesses, fun to play around, little interesting. Then they released Acheron and they fucked the whole game. Like, just like after Acheron, almost every like best DPS needs to have a mechanic where they take away weakness, like weakness regardless of the type. Fei Shao has it, Acheron has it, Firefly has it. Does the Herta have it? I don't think so, right?
Uh, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, the Herta doesn't need it though.
No, she does not, dude.
She
She
does
does.
not.
You know what's sad? I feel like the Herta just does so much more damage non like off type, off ice type versus my Jingli, who's
Acheron.
like my second strongest ice damage
Yeah,
dealer. Oh
yeah,
yeah, Acheron too. Yeah. It's
yeah.
just
The
yeah,
funniest thing is
crazy.
like Acheron, she can break people regardless of type. It does not matter. The hurt, I can just kill them. They just
I
die.
know.
Oh my god. I mean, see, I like the new modes as well. They added Pure Fiction. That was amazing. When they first added Pure Fiction,
Oh yes, that's a big one.
I was
Yes.
so happy. I was like, oh my god, wow. A place where we can use AoE characters? Finally, that's amazing. And then they released
Yep.
Apocalyptic Shadow, and I was like, whoa, a boss rush for hunt characters? That's amazing. And then they said, no, it's not for hunt characters, it's for break characters. And then I was like, wait, isn't the MOC for break characters?
I feel like from that point, it's
Yeah,
kind of like gone to the point where a lot of the times of these certain game modes, you're gonna require certain characters, and it's kind of familiar because Genshin also have that formula too. Like it's not as like a big deal as it was back then, but nowadays it's kind of is. But you were required to have certain characters to clear certain stages, or at least it makes it a lot easier. But nowadays, it's kind of almost required. And it's unfortunate because it feels like you're forced to, pay for this. Even though this should be a free game, it's a gacha game. You should just pull for whoever you like. And no matter what game I suggest, by the way, like in my videos, I'll always suggest like to pull for your favorite characters over
yeah,
everything
yeah,
else. But
same. There's no
it's
point
just
in
like,
wasting
but they're
money.
taking that like passion away, and it's kind of like it's heart wrenching sometimes. Like
Yeah,
it's
because
ridiculous.
the thing is, like, in Genshin, you cannot pull you cannot pull the meta characters, because the meta, the Spiral Abyss, is very much optional. It's not something you need to do. You can just explore. You can just walk around the world. HSR doesn't have that. The end game is the content. Like, it is
Yeah.
Divergent Universe. It
See,
is
there's some
Apocalyptic
goods
Shadow.
and bads to that. Obviously, there's some pros and cons, but like
Yeah.
because of how much power creep that's been lately, it's just
Yeah, how
it
much power
feels
creep, and how important characters are to the main aspect of having fun in the game. Like, you can't just have fun just like walking around in HSR. That's not something that you can actively do. I mean, yeah, the worlds are big, the worlds are whatever, but they're not like expansive open worlds which you can just explore and go around and check out stuff. That's another thing. People that use map trackers in Genshin piss me off, but we'll talk about them. uh, just we'll not talk about them.
a different time.
Yeah, different time,
I
but
will
yeah,
say though, I will say the one thing I've always liked about Stara was how strategic it was, or at least back then, because there
definitely,
was like
definitely.
when they designed the characters, it was more of like they have this or that, but they can still like work with whatever you had in your account.
Yeah,
But nowadays, it just feels like especially with DPSs, this character does significantly way more damage than the other character. Okay, Yunli and Clara. Clara's still great, but Yunli is just basically an upgraded version, right?
yeah,
So it's
exactly.
just a lot of those cases. It's just it's very different nowadays because it used to be more about you can use any characters and you can still make them work on a team,
Yeah,
but now that MLC has like buffed significantly amount of HP,
I mean, okay,
resistance, and defense, but then these characters can decrease it. But if you don't have those characters, then you're fucked. Then
yeah,
it's
genuinely.
just a lot
Okay,
harder to deal with.
let me just pull up a list of HSR characters and okay, oh, they're gonna see this for the first time. We're gonna transition to this.
What do you mean by the transition? AK coming out?
Oh, no, don't worry, don't worry. Um, I I love trans people. I am not one of them. I wish, man, but nah, I'm a man at the end of the day. Uh, yeah. So as you can see, these are the characters in Honkai started. Let me check. Yep, you can see them um pretty well. Okay, this works. Yeah. So we got like a all of these, My Day, Tribi, Acheron, Aclea, whatever. Now let's just find characters that are just better versions that were released later. Why not? Let's play a game.
Sure, why
Okay?
not? Why not?
Let's play a game. So,
Can you sort that out by like by version, or is it only just
I mean,
alphabetical?
I can go like this. I can go to the official wiki. I think that should be by version.
Okay, okay, okay. That definitely might be easier.
No, this is by. Man, I hate
Oh, wait,
using the.
wait, wait, wait. Oh no, never mind. You can't sort it. Yeah,
Yeah, let's go by path. That's easier. Okay. Yeah, path
yeah,
is
yeah,
easier.
sure.
So yeah, they released Luocha,
Oh,
right? Like, oh, oh, he
yeah.
has an auto heal. Wow, he's so useful. Every other healer has something else. Plus, plus this one has an auto heal and more. It's a group
The
auto
thing is,
heal, by the
Lucha,
way.
what made him insane, obviously his overwhelming amounts of heal, but like the
Yeah,
skill point generation, this guy had so much skill point positivity.
yeah,
However, a
exactly.
free 4 star is just better than him at that.
Yeah,
Literally, there's a
no,
4 star that's better than him at that.
the fact that this guy is better for My Day teams than like I thought Loach was gonna like have a resurgence because of My Day and Castries. They need so much healing. But then you realize that Gallagher's healing scales off the damage that the characters do, and My Day and Castries do a lot of damage.
Yep.
So you don't need Luocha. You can just use Gallagher. To an extent, even
And he's
Huohuo.
free.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
free. He was free, and he's constantly like he was free, and he's pretty free like in general. Destruction is oh my god. Don't let's not even talk about it. Blade came out, they power crept him. Dan Dunhung came out, they power crept him. Jinglu came out, they power crept her. Then My Day, I guess, couldn't power crept anyone. Sadly,
True, true.
except these three. These three were like I remember back in the day, like the gods. Like everyone was like, "Oh, Jingli is so good," or Danhang is so good, or Blade's so
Do you
broken.
remember the time where everyone's like debating like, which one's better, Jing Li versus Don Hong? Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
I remember
remember.
those. Yeah.
And the fact that like this, what's it? Like all three of them are completely like difficult to use unless you have Eidolons now is insane. This character needs a certain character to even play. Like you can't play Dan Hung without Sparkle. Honestly, it feels awful. Like I've tried it, it feels awful. Yunli, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's just Clara with a better kit. That's all this is. This is not very intuitive. It's not very new. The thing that I liked about this game in the first place was the fact that all the characters, as you said, had something unique to them. They had something interesting that you
Mm-hmm.
could use, like to an extent. Even though Bailu is terrible, you can still use her. She has something unique about her. Like it's interesting. It's not useful, but it's interesting. The fact that Yunli is just Clara but better genuinely like is so annoying. But yeah.
True,
Oh,
true,
let's not
true.
even talk about erudition. Man, this shit is this shit is oh my god. Yeah, Herta Himeko, great characters. Jade, great. Jingyuan needed to be buffed 50 times to be great. Uh, Rappa, broken. The Herta, broken. Like, I think erudition is the most stacked, honestly, if you think about it.
Ooh, that's a good. That's a take. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think yeah with the characters that we have, it's definitely. Oh, but in addition, like how it started till now has
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
been
If
probably debatably the biggest growth. You know,
I don't know if you have watched this video, but there's this video out there called Psychic Type in Pokemon from Generation 1 to now, where how like the psychic
definitely
type
not.
was yeah, yeah. And we could do like a like there could be a case that like the erudition could be like done like that. Like erudition from 1.0 to now. Because I remember when Argenti came out, everyone was like, why would you pull for this guy? And then a patch after Argenti came out, Pure Fiction came out, and then everyone was like, "Oh no, why didn't I pull for that guy?" Because he is still pretty good for Pure Fiction. Like he generally isn't bad. I use him a lot in Pure
Yeah,
Fiction.
doesn't matter.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's easy. I mean, Himeko Herta is better, but you can't use them everywhere. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Oh, like Herta's like redemption is still one of my favorite things in this game. Like
yeah,
just the fact that she
yeah.
was like everywhere. She was just rated so low, like one of the worst characters to ever play,
Ye-
and then just now still to
Oh
this day,
wait.
she's
Oh,
fantastic. You know?
I forgot. I had to go back to an old
Oh,
friend.
oh no,
Oh yes, yes, definitely.
oh no, not this.
Yes, this. Oh, what?
Oh wow. Oh okay. Well, what do you know?
Okay.
Wait, he's better than Akron. Wow, and facial, and
Okay,
wait,
no.
what tier list is this?
This is
Wait, what
MOC.
is this
This
for?
is MOC.
Oh, this is wow. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
Treebee's up there. That's not a surprise. Yeah,
This
those
character.
three up there.
Oh my god.
Those three up there is not a surprise, and then Lingsha and Ventrine is not a surprise. Yeah,
Yeah. This is a surprise.
yeah, it is. Gallagher is pretty good, dude.
No, no, look at that. So E0 for MOC is on the same tier as E0 Luocha. E0 Gallagher is on the same tier as E0 Luocha.
No, but I mean, it's kind of true, isn't it? Like Gallagher
I
is
mean, yeah.
just pretty much like
It
he's
is
just a free
true, but
version
it's
of Lordship, but better,
sad.
you know?
It's, yeah. Like, same thing with March. Like what? Oh, this hurts me to no end.
Bro's burning from this.
Yeah, she's the same amount as useful as Topaz. I mean, I have E0S1 Topaz. I have her light cone, so yeah, mine's better. But this is still sad. My God. Yeah, Rappa is still pretty good. Obviously the
Yeah.
break characters. The fact that Boot Hill, who's completely break related, is not even top in his own category, is so sad.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, this character, my
Oh
goodness.
yeah, Fui. I definitely gotta get her.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of like because I don't want to pull for Casteries, but I want to pull for someone, so I might just pull for Fue. Fue.
Yeah, maybe.
Carty's favorite Genshin character. Fue. Wait,
Oh
what?
my god.
Oh my god.
Oh oh
The
shit. She
king
went
has
down.
fallen. The king has fallen.
Damn.
I remember back in the day when
Wow.
these
So
two.
look at the thing I've noticed here. Akron. Wait, have you clicked all of it? Akron has been all T 0.5.
Yeah, yeah. She's been T0.5.
Wow.
By the way, you can see that when you hover
Wow.
over them. You can just see where they are when you hover over them.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Exclude my dyslexia, guys.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is the state of Hawkeye Star Rail. That's the majority of the forgotten ones. My
Yeah,
god.
for sure.
Oh. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Honkai Star Rail is funny though.
But yeah,
No, boys. I believe someday they're gonna give buffs to older characters. Yang Chi's gonna have the biggest buff, dude.
yeah.
Like,
Honestly, like the fun part is I'll dare you. Keep up with T0 and even T.5. You won't find a single 1.0 character that isn't Ruanmei. Ever. Like after
oh, that's
1.0
true. I didn't even think
ended,
about that actually.
after 1.0 ended, not a single 1.0 character stayed in T0 or T0.5. Even Luocha could have been a little better. Fucking. Oh, yeah, you could have been a lot better. Uh, I mean, you were in T0 for like a week. Oh, wait, you are in T. Okay, I
That
stand.
man had so many buffs, so many
Yeah.
chances, yo. And
This
he's still
this
like not up
rating
there.
this rating isn't fair because all you need to play a good the Herta is a free character and another free character, which is mini Herta, and then our boy RMC. Which where is he?
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's up here. Yeah. Which like okay yeah. So that's what you need. What you need for him is a mortgage. That's, you, you, you need Sunday. You might need Sparkle. You need Robin. You need Hua Hua. You need these characters to even have him play at a 0.5 level for Apocalyptic Shadow, which is so
That's
sad.
crazy.
Which is so sad.
Yeah.
I remember I pulled for Sunday. I was like, "Yay, my Jinkyun's gonna be good." And then I looked up videos, and every video had a Sunday and Robin with Jinkyun to make it actually very good. I was like, man, I pulled a whole ass character for my Jiguan, and it still isn't enough. But yeah, that's the state of Honkai Star Rail. Genshin has a bad community. Honkai Star Rail has bad devs. What the fuck is this? Balance your game, Hoyo. Please balance your game. What is this, man? Now let's talk about
I know, for
now
real.
let's talk about the elusive game that I actually don't know anything about is ZZZ. My
Okay.
I'll just give my opinion of ZZZ. I think it looks fun. I tried it for a few days. I liked the combat. I didn't like the TV exploration. And that is gone now to some extent, and it still doesn't bother me even if it's there. But I guess the game just never clicked to me. It never felt like truly fun. And that's
Mm-hmm.
just a me thing. I can appreciate the fact that the game is well made and the story is deep and the characters look pretty good, obviously. Um, but it just hasn't spoken to me, and I haven't gotten like I don't know. I don't know the reason for it. I don't know, like maybe there's a lack of
Yeah.
familiarity. Because Genshin was like Breath of the Wild, Honkai Star Rail was like
Yep.
Persona, and those are games that I really
Yep.
loved. So those games clicked with me. I guess ZZZ hasn't really like clicked with me, but I can see that it's a very good game, and the community seems very pleasant. What do you think?
So my experience, I am the one that plays more ZZ between the two of us.
Yeah,
Just like I'm not as like heavily invested compared to like Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, but my overall experience has been also pretty solid too. At first, I will lie, it was kind of slow, but like the overall game and the design, I think like the main highlight for me would be personally just like the visuals of the game. The animations in each cutscene is just extremely fluid and so
yep,
animated well. The
yep,
combat feels so fun and smooth and fast paced. The content itself is very different, and also like a lot of the things I've suggested for Genshin for a while is kind of already in ZZ already, plus a lot of good changes and quality of life stuff, and like the design overall, like the world design is very unique. It's very different. It's very like a futuristic Robopunk kind of style, but it's also mixed up with like different types of factions, which is different types of people, different types of groups. And I think that's the only thing about ZZ that will kind of be very specific in terms of like what the demographic would be. It's very targeted for a specific demographic because like it's just unique. It's so different.
yep,
There's a lot more like unique looking character designs. Like when I first time played it, I was like, I don't know. Like I wasn't really interested in summoning or pulling. That's why I didn't really bother playing too much compared to like Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. Like I remember the days when every single new character comes out in Hokusaro, I was like, "Oh my god, I need them, I need them." But it's easy. I was
yeah.
like, it took me literally like I think 4 updates or 5 updates till I was like, oh, "Okay, that's the one I want," you know. So it was just stuff like that that I think is very specific for some people, and I think some people will like it. And if you do end up liking the way it is, then ZZ is a really overall fun game. But if you don't, then most people just drop it normally. It's
Yeah.
not like a big issue or anything. Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
it's just
ZZ.
really cool.
There's not a lot to like talk about ZZ because it's pretty clean. Like it's a good game, good community. Balancing's fine. I guess I don't know about the whole. There was a controversy, small controversy, I think, um, with the whole. What was it? I can't remember the name.
Uh, what
Miyabi,
name?
Miyabi, Miyabi. The whole Miyabi
Yeah.
thing, where like Miyabi's new element and Miyabi was better than like E6 Ellen or something like that. So pe-
Oh, I forgot about that.
yeah, like
Yeah.
the only thing I know is like people are scared that ZZZ might turn out like Honkai Star, which is so sad. Back in the day, we used to use Genshin Impact as our fucking um as the
Yeah.
goddamn like baseline. We used to be like, oh, this game shouldn't turn out like Genshin Impact. Never in a million years would I ever think Honkai Star Rail would have been there. to be as like a bad comparison or like a bad example, but it is, because Genshin
Yeah.
Impact's balancing and the whole power creep situation isn't as bad inherently because of the fact that you don't need to use the characters in that game complete. Like, you don't need to use those characters that are there,
Right, exactly.
which is why it's like kind of like, I don't know. It's just there's not a lot to say about it. It's just a good game. If you want to try it out, try it out, play it. If you like it, you like it. If it's not for you, it's not for you. That's it. Doesn't like the community isn't gonna eat you because you didn't like the game. It didn't eat me. I
Yeah.
openly say that ZZ wasn't for me, but I still like enjoy other aspects of it, like the story, the videos, and everything about it. Um, so yeah, I mean, generally, I'd say I will take a stance. I like Zenless Zone Zero. Oh my god.
Yeah, the game, I think it's just for me personally. I think because of how Hoyoverse specifically markets their games itself, it's always gonna be like, oh, look at these cool anime style type of characters, right?
Yeah,
Because I've been so like raised with that, like since Genshin, and when they introduce something very different in like a not my personal kind of like preference, that's when I was like very hesitant about it. And I think that's just like how you know Hoyoverse just markets their games in general, and that's probably like sometimes a good thing
yeah,
or a bad thing. So that's why
exactly,
I say
exactly.
like personally that if for those who ends up liking the aesthetics of the game, I think you'll really like ZZZ. But for those who doesn't, most of the times they'll probably not
Yeah,
even bother playing it, even if it's a well designed game. So
exactly, exactly. Sometimes you can be a good game and
yeah,
just not be for the person. That's not a bad thing.
yeah, yep. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
I guess
that's
that's about it for the Zai. So wait, what else we got? Do you want to move on to the Wuwa?
we could, yeah. Boo,
Yeah.
oof. I love the game. I love the devs. But goddamn, the community doesn't know when to shut the fuck up.
True. Wait, are you running Pokemon Showdown? I just realized that.
Yeah, I have been
Oh
grinding.
shit. Am I supposed to have that in the background?
No, no, they can't see anything right now.
Okay.
I was just grinding shit out in the background, gang. Anyways, but yeah,
Oh my god.
uh,
So
no, because talking
okay,
about
so with
ZZZ is just that hard for me. I don't know anything about the game. Like, what am I supposed to do? I was just listening to you. I was like,
this
yeah,
guy's
yeah,
ADHD, am I right?
he's right, man. Anything you said about ZZZ, I was like, I agree. That's it. I don't. I just agree. But yeah, about Wuthering Waves, see, the game is very fun. Uh,
I
the
yeah.
the game is very fun. I don't play it a lot because I don't treat it as a gacha game. I treat it as a just a regular exploration game that I go into sometimes. I play it, and I normally don't really go with the gacha aspects, and that annoys me. Like, I want to raise a character today, and I'll be like,
Right.
okay, let's go try raising them. No, the currency gives you nothing. It like you farm, it's so slow. Farming is so slow, and for a game like Wuthering Waves, where the other parts of the gameplay are so quick and fun, and something that you can enjoy even without ignoring the fact this is a gacha game, the whole stamina system and the fact that it is a gacha game, I think is what holds it back from greatness for me. Like Wuthering Waves, if it released as like a $10 game on Steam or even like a $50 game on Steam, I would have probably bought it. Like, I bought Skyrim because I want to just play it. And
Right.
this is basically like not Skyrim. I'd say like Skyrim plus Cyberpunk plus anime. And that sounds amazing. The whole game is so
Yeah.
fun. And the gacha aspects
Yeah.
alone, like, it's not the gacha aspects like the pulling characters, it's the building part. That's what doesn't sit with me, is because it takes too much time, it takes too many resources, and it's very slow. And there's too many aspects to it as well. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you need to build a character, oh, you need to farm their echoes. They need to farm their echo mats, which by the way are dog shit hard to farm. One of the hardest things to farm is the echo
Yeah.
leveling mats. Then you have to farm their level up material. Then you have to farm their goddamn materials required to ascend them. You need all of that. On top of that, their weapon as well. You have to
Mm-hmm.
also farm for their weapon. And the whole I don't know, it's very slow. And Wuthering Waves, even when I did play it like constantly every day back in the day for like like a good few patches, it still felt like I was running out of materials more in Wuthering Waves rather than in like Genshin Impact and ZZ, or like even Honkai Star Rail, which like is
Mm.
kind of, I mean, it's a plus and a minus, because people that want to play like the game as much as possible are like, oh, there's more to do, but mindless grinding isn't gameplay to me, in my opinion. If a
Mm.
game forces you to mindlessly grind just to like do something, and it's like, that's why like the grinding in HSR is so much easier, because you don't have to do anything.
Autoplay.
Yeah. And that's another reason why I like, when Pokemon, this is off topic, but when Pokemon released the experience share, which like is a device that in game shares the experience that you gain from battle to your whole team, I loved it. Even though it was broken in the first, like in Gen 6, I still loved it, because it removed the worst part of Pokemon games to me. It's grinding. Now when I go back and I play like any old games, I hack in rare candies, man. I hack in rare candies, and I'm like, I'm gonna just like level cap, and I like just skip the grinding, because I don't want to do grinding genuinely. And if I'm playing anything I do, any game I play, if it has a lot of grinding, that is mindless. Grinding that is mindless, that is, it pisses me off. It genuinely pisses me off.
Yeah.
And Wuthering
Like what you
Waves,
said, like it's just always a plus and minus, with
yeah, yeah.
stuff like that.
And the fact that, the thing is, Genshin Impact feels like a gacha game. So the fact that it has mindless grinding doesn't bother me. Nikke has mindless grinding. I can do that shit with one hand. It's Nikke. I don't need two hands.
Well,
Oh well, not no 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 no, no. Not because of no, no. I'm not playing with one hand because no, shit. I mean, no, not like that, not like that. The game is designed to be easily played with one hand. What do you? Shut the
yeah, I
fuck up.
got it. I got it.
Shut
Wait,
the
wait,
fuck
got
up.
it.
Shut the fuck up. But yeah, like Honkai Impact Third, also not that hard. I can do it on my phone and it runs pretty well. Something like Wuthering Waves, I have to whip out the whole PC, go into performance mode, and
Hmm.
like I have to like make a decision to play a powerful game like that. And the fact that that has mindless grinding genuinely doesn't sit right with me. But that's, again, that's just my opinion.
Right. Sure. I get that, honestly. And it can feel like exhausting too. Like, just imagine you're grinding for long amounts of hours, and all the hours you just end up getting nothing or
Yeah,
just shit
I mean,
echoes. Yeah.
echo farming, yeah, it's limitless, but limitless garbage is still garbage. Like,
Because the fact that it's limitless, it gives off the senseless. Wait, what the fuck?
Sendless
Senseless
Zone
hope.
Zero, Sendless Zone
Oh
Zero.
my god, English just left me, dude. Yeah, it gives you like a senseless sense of hope, where you may get something. You
Yeah,
may get something, and you just start developing
yeah.
hope for yourself. Like
If
you
you get a
may get
bad
something,
echo,
but yeah.
if you get a bad echo in ZZZ, sorry, in Vuva, it's you. It's your fault, because you can just farm more, can't you? Just go grind more, bitch ass.
Yeah,
That's how it feels. Oh my god.
yeah, true. But I guess that's also like the again, like what you said earlier. It's a plus and negative. Like
Yeah,
some
yeah,
people will
exactly.
prefer. It's not limited. I can
I
always
mean,
farm at any time
it's
without any
content.
restrictions, without any stamina. Like just literally explore, kill some monsters. It sounds fun, and I think like what you said, it wasn't for you. For some people, it is.
It is for
Again,
them,
it's just
yeah.
more of like for some people, it just maybe your thing or not. It's just not
Yeah.
really perfect, but it's also never going to be anyway because it's just such a preferential type of thing. So
Yeah, exactly. Again, I don't have a problem with grinding. I have a problem with mindless grinding. Those are very two different things. Like
that's true. That's
for
true.
example,
Yeah.
grinding spirit orbs in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, every dungeon you go to is unique. Everything is unique. The reward is the same, but every dungeon you go to is
Mm-hmm.
unique. Everything is a unique puzzle, and it's really fun. It's challenging. It's actually like intuitive. Fighting the same fucking enemies 50 times in a row to get like random, like, either you get a good drop or you get a bad drop, and it's always a bad drop for me. Never gotten a good drop. Um, so it's just
Yeah.
like, it feels very annoying. Like, if I'm doing the same thing again and again, I want to get the same rewards again and again. You can't give me like random
Mm-hmm.
rewards while I'm doing the same fucking
Hmm.
shit every time, and that's what pisses me off. But again, for some people, it's like, oh, this is content. Like, oh, I have stuff to do in the game because there are other gacha games with nothing to do in them. So, like, it is a
Yeah, true,
plus.
true, true.
It is a plus, but it's also in my personal experience, it just always felt like this game could have reached greater heights if it just was never a gacha game. Honestly, like take out the gacha aspects of
Right.
Wuthering Waves, and it has aspects and it has like unique traits that a lot of games don't have. Like, okay, Dark Souls, amazing combat. Wuthering Waves has similarly amazing combat, but it doesn't have intuitive movement, like exploration movement. Like Dark Souls doesn't have very interesting movement. It's just like walking around, running, or riding something. Like it's not the most intuitive movement, but Wuthering Waves has both. It has expansive worlds. The worlds have like a fantasy element to them which you won't see. Like something like Rina Skata, I don't think I've seen that in a bunch of other open world games. A water world, yes, I have seen
Right.
that. But a water world mixed with all of that like stuff that they have, it's a very interesting design. Their look, their specific, the way the characters look is also very interesting. Genuinely, if this game was anything else than like if it was like any other type of release than a gacha game, I would have ate it up, man. Like I would have been like the biggest fan of Wuthering Waves.
Yeah, fair, honestly.
Yeah, but
I,
like,
it's just kind of like, I think what's interesting about it is just how it's a gotcha game, but at the same time, it's also very different as a gotcha game. Because, like, okay, obviously in comparison to the other games, it's such a common comparison you'll hear all the time, like Wuthering Waves and Genshin Impact, da 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 da, right?
yeah, yeah,
But at the end of the day, the companies are two different separate companies with two different sets of visions and agendas. So Wuthering Waves, what makes it so different is because of the company itself, like what their visions are, what their standards are for it. Of course, like how they treat their own community is different too, and like the type of content they provide is different. So it's just like overall already by itself is just such a unique experience, which kind of gives like off this feeling to AK here, for example, that this game could have potentially been maybe a lot better if it wasn't a gotcha game. You know,
yeah,
it just has
exactly.
so many unique different types of aspects that makes it so special out of all the other games we mentioned today. You know.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's the best part of I think gaming in general is when a game is so good that you hate the fact that it's a gacha game. Like that says a lot about a gacha game. It's like the base game is so incredibly well made that the fact that it's a gacha is what takes away from it. Normally gacha just adds. Like HSR, if it wasn't a gacha game, it would have been kind of boring because like no new characters to play around with. That would have been kind of boring. Like the actual gameplay of Persona is very different from the actual gameplay of HSR. Like Persona has a bunch of skills you can do, a bunch of things you can mix and match, a bunch of items you can put on your characters, like just a bunch of shit that you
Mm-hmm.
can do in the battle. HSR has skill, basic, ultimate. There's three buttons that every character
True,
has.
true, true.
So the only unique aspect is the fact that you can have unique characters and multiple characters, and they fucked that as well. So there's no fucking point anymore. Ugh. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we've discussed
honestly.
all these gacha games, but I think we should check out like how much money like these games make actually. Like,
Okay,
I mean,
sure.
I don't have
Alrighty.
the exact like results of every single dollar spent, but from what I have is this the gacha revenue results, which
Insert transition.
yep, there we go. Which is just like it's just mobile, like from what I've seen. Okay,
Oh.
it is only mobile, like it's only bought on mobile, so it's not on
Oh,
PC
it's
or
mobile.
console. Yeah, it's just
Oh my
mobile.
god, but only mobile is in. Look how much money.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, this is insane.
Holy
This is,
cow, these
I mean,
companies are
from
damn.
what I've talked about before, I think you guys can assume that I'm a big Pokemon fan, pretty big Pokemon fan.
Nah, he's not.
Hey, shut up. um, yeah, no, this is incredible. This is crazy. My God, 85 was $1 million. $91 million last. That's almost a billion.
That's
That's almost
yeah,
the
dude.
Pokemon company does not need
Well, I
more
mean,
money.
still more to go, but yes, that it's close. Yes.
Yeah, Pokemon company revenue, especially the revenue of the. Oh my God, 1.9 billion in revenue. Are you fucking kidding me? And this company still can't make a game that works properly. Okay, let me see something else. What's Game Freak revenue?
They freaky.
I'm not clicking on that.
90 billion?
Wait, the
Oh, it's
franchise.
oh, it's 5 years ago. It might be old,
Yeah,
outdated
wait, let's see. The
information.
system is would be Game Freak. That's not how it works. Okay. Oh, all of these companies. Okay. Huh. Okay, I can understand that. So obviously, like the Pokemon franchise earning 90 billion is very different from the Pokemon Company or Game Freak or Deca or Ilka earning 95 billion. Like it gets divided. Like the Pokemon anime is hugely popular. The Pokemon TCG, as we have seen here, is hugely popular. The Pokemon games are probably the least popular, honestly, out of the whole shebang. Like, how many
That's
people have
true.
you seen that have watched the anime that don't even know the games exist? That's most of the people in
Right, that's
India.
true.
That's most of the people in India. Like most people don't know the games exist. They just know the anime.
True, true.
Yeah, they know the anime. They know the TCG because you just it's their market presence is insane, and because of that, this is not a surprise. Like
Mm-hmm.
a huge market like Pokemon enters the gacha space with one of the most beloved aspects. Like it's the TCG. Everyone loves the TCG, and
Right, right,
the
right.
it's not gameplay, but the way TCG is made, from what I have played it, I've played it quite a lot. I think you've also played it. It's very clean. Like the sound design, the animations, the everything is just so well made. Everything just feels
Right.
natural. Like I didn't know, like when you pulled up a deck of cards, you could switch it, like you could swipe it to the side to see if there's like a golden
Yep.
or a silver card at the back, which is like
Yep.
wow. That is so like
Cool, right?
it gives you the experience of actually having a card opening pack with the boys, but online, and that's insane. And they added a trading
Mm-hmm.
aspect. You can trade with friends. You can battle with friends. No one knew about the fact that the trading card had battling. Like most people that I know didn't know you could battle with them until this game came out, which made battling so much more easier and not that much complicated. And there are things that you can
Yeah.
do on a digital card that you can't do on a physical one. One example is
True.
the cards that like have a whole ass world inside them. Those cards, very cool
Oh, you
cards.
mean the interactive cards,
Yeah,
yeah?
the interactive cards, like you could not have that in real life. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Oh, another thing about this game that's so special, they like at least some of the card arts, they don't exist in real life. Or at least as of
yeah.
now, I don't think they
I
do.
think
Maybe they
I
will in
think
the future,
some of
but
them exist,
you
but
know.
most of them are unique. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what's really cool about this game.
All the interactive
It's
ones are fully unique. So
Yep. And
that's
also, again, this game, as you know, hilarious and ironic as it is, it's probably like the most free to play gotcha game you could ever play because you really don't need to spend money in this game, in my opinion, because you give like daily pulls every day. And they're also very generous in terms of like how many pulls you can save up for. They also release like packs seasonally, so like new packs of cards will come out. And in all honesty, I think like only some people will like try to spend a bit more to get more stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just like not necessarily that much worth it in my opinion. Versus just spending it as a free to play. You just opening up some cards, and if you get lucky, great. And if you don't, then you just keep pulling, right? So
yeah,
like the
exactly.
stuff like this is just hilarious to me that I would have never expected this would be number one personally because
Yeah,
I think like what you said, the main reason being the brand itself, Pokemon, right? And it's the TCG, it's smart, right? And you know what's also great is it's literally accessible to everybody. You
yep,
don't have to ever spend money in an actual TCG, which I don't know if that's actually affecting the market or not. Probably not. I think TCG in real life is so popular,
yeah,
but the fact that like for those who doesn't have money and has a device, but they want to take part of that community, they have some different platform now, you know, and it's just fun. It's fun at least in terms of collecting aspect, you know. So I don't know. That's my opinion though.
yeah. Honestly, yeah. Um, can you talk about the fact that like how was your experience with the game? Just like how have you played it? I just
Yeah,
want to
sure.
understand that. Yeah.
Okay, first time when I downloaded the game, actually, it was shout outs to my boss from work. He got me into the game, and when I first time played it, I was actually very impressed in terms of like the visuals, the features, the battling as well. Like I was like, oh, I was kind of worried like how are they gonna implement oh, you have to draw an energy card. For those who actually play Pokemon TCG in real life, like if you have actually played it, it's very slow. You have to keep drawing energy card, energy card, energy. I was like, oh, how did they do that? No, it's like they made it so simplified and very simple. And the combat, as of currently talking about it right now, is still like really easy to do. Pretty much anyone can learn it. The collecting of the cards is fun too. Like you have a Pokedex of different types of cards you can collect, and you can just see like which cards you want to get, which you have available, which you don't. There's also like a feature called Wonder Picks where you have
Yeah.
a 1 in 5 chance of selecting a card that you may want, and they go by different rarities. The higher the rarity, the higher the stamina cost will be, which is also like well, if you don't spend too much, it's very like easy to get any time. And it's stuff like this is fun. It's not too like, at least as of right now, the combat isn't too power creeping as far as I'm aware of. If you play casually, then it's fine. But I guess like if in terms of like PvP, I'm not like too well versed on that. But as of everything else, like if you're just a collector type of person, the game's gonna be really fun. Like I think you'll really have a lot of fun. The game's card arts are just fabulous. It's amazing. I actually really wish they will release some of them in real life someday because it's that good. It's really that nice.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Similarly, I think honestly, okay, yeah. My experience with the game is very similar. Obviously, the whole I've had the most fun with battling, obviously, which is like because I am that kind of person. The battling is just so intuitive, and they have challenges. You don't need friends to battle. Like you can just battle the computers, which is a very long campaign. Honestly, like I still haven't finished it, and I've been playing for a quite a long time. You have a lot of challenges you can complete with battling. Just in general, very interesting. It's just very well made, and they thought about everything. Like I can't think of a
Yep.
single weakness of the game not doing what it wanted to. Like genuinely, like what is like I don't know what more can be added or what needs to be removed. I just can't think of a good answer.
I think as long as like they just keep on implementing more packs. Like again, the game is still fresh new. It's not even a year old yet,
Yeah.
and already the numbers say here how insanely successful it is. And there's still so much more to be added. I think like it's what's gonna be most exciting is like new cards. Like new packs. Not even all the generations are out yet. So once a new generation comes out or new legendary pack comes out, just anything new, that's always gonna excite the community. I think, and it's going to be always just something to look forward to, and I think that's what's great about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Moving on, we have enough Pokemon TCG glazing. Talking about a game that I don't know what it is. I don't like. I know Love and
So
Peace Space.
we definitely do not know what this game is
Yeah,
at all.
we're not the target demographic for this game. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
bisexual. I
clearly.
I love
No.
men, but this game is not made for bisexual men. It's made for women and women only.
Yeah. So the thing that's I would have not expected this to be at number two.
I
That's
mean, bro,
interesting.
women are rich.
No, but like look at the numbers.
Yeah,
Look,
oh my
it's got
god.
a drastic double rate
Yo,
raise.
Genshin, I thought making Ifa a 5-star wouldn't be worth it. Look at look at this.
Look, it doubled from the
Oh,
last month.
oh
That's
my
insane. What
god.
happened? Did they just release a
Wait,
half naked guy? I
wasn't
don't know.
March
Look,
when Brant was in power as well? March was when Brant was in power, right?
I think
Like
so. Yeah.
Look at this. And even with Honkai Star Rail,
Yeah.
Feb was when wait no, March was when okay, my day is not less
But
left.
look at like Love and Deep Space
Yeah.
increase from a month ago.
Yeah, wait,
That's
let me just
nearly doubled. That's insane.
what happened? I don't-
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Did they release some half naked guy? I don't know.
March.
I don't know. What could have possibly make that
I'm just gonna
much?
go to their Twitter and see what's going on.
A quick little disclaimer warning. In
By the way,
case you find
guys,
something sussy.
you can yeah, okay, yeah. Disclaimer. March 24. Oh no, that's too late. It needs to be early March.
True,
Mm.
true.
Ah, um, a new event. Okay, okay. New 5-star limited rated. That's
I don't know.
technically a half naked. That's Boot Hill though. It's not that much more naked than Boot Hill.
Not really. That's not what I
Oh,
consider half. Oh, there you go.
oh,
There you go.
they got it. Understood. Understood.
Yep, understood, understood. I
Yo,
think,
oh
yo,
my
AK, I think
god.
we might have underestimated like Love and Deep Space community. I think that's what it is.
Holy
It
shit.
might be bigger than we imagined. Oh my, yo,
Oh, this thing where you could touch Silas. Oh my
yeah, this thing,
god.
bro.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
How is this game made for
Yeah.
female gooners earn $78 million?
I don't want to get too like heavy into this because I know like there's
I don't know
some
anything
like
about it. Yeah,
intense fans,
I don't know
but
anything
like
about it.
yeah, I will
I appreciate
I will
it.
say this
No,
right
you know
now.
what?
It's very surprising how like it's this high. That's all I will say.
Yeah, no. Seeing this, all I can say is you go, girl. You go. Keep doing that. Keep gooning. Go for it. Have fun. We ain't no one in this
Wow.
podcast judging you for gooning to Love and Deep Space. We do not care.
Exactly. Yes.
We do not
If you
care.
like that game, just keep
Go
playing
for
it.
it.
You know.
Go have fun.
Exactly.
Have fun, man.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh yeah, then Genshin and Honkai. We already talked about this. Uma Musume
Yeah. Yeah.
Boogie
Yeah.
Derby, Japanese. Oh my god, these Japanese people. Why do why is there so much money spent on Oh, wasn't Uma Musume an anime? I think I know this.
I have no idea. This one you may have to tell me.
Yeah, I think Uma Musume
Oh.
was a cat girl anime. It's like an idol anime. Oh,
Oh
makes
God.
sense. Makes
Why is this
sense.
top
Yeah.
five?
Yeah, no, it's an idol gacha game. You can pull for your favorite idols. That's makes it. Imagine like if they released a BTS gacha game. No, imagine if they
Yeah.
released a BTS gacha game where you could pull for the BTS members and like multiple costumes of them. That would go hard.
Yeah. I get that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's just yeah, Monster Strike. I'm not even gonna go into that. I do not know what that is, and I don't want to know what
Why
that
does that look
is.
like Angry Birds? Why does that look like Angry
Yeah,
Birds?
yeah. You know what? I want to see what it is. I just want to see what it is. I misspelled strike.
Oh wow. Wait, it's like Fire Emblem. What the hell?
Wait,
No, that's not like Fire Emblem.
it's an ongoing series. JoJo's X Monster Strike. What the fuck is this game?
Whoa! What is this? Yo!
Oh, it looks like a very popular Japanese IP that got like it's basically like the Fire Emblem gacha game. I think that's how Monster
Yeah,
Strike
kind
is.
of, kind
Yeah.
of.
Which the Fire
Yeah,
Emblem
it
gacha game
does
is
look like a
again
bit of it.
it's not on top 10 because Fire Emblem isn't really the biggest thing in when it comes to like god their actual games are way better and way easier to play. Um but the Fire
Yeah,
Emblem gacha game is doing pretty good for itself for what it is. Um Next is
true.
Wuthering Waves. We talked about this Naruto Mobile.
Yep.
Boy, you lost a lot of money, huh?
Wait, I didn't know that's. Well, actually, I guess it's not that surprising.
Makes sense.
Look, at this point, any anime getting its own gacha game is not that surprising, you know?
Yeah, even Dragon Ball Z and these gacha games they do good when like certain characters that people love come out, but then they'll like rerun
Yep.
like Shino, which no one cares about, and then like no one's gonna pull for him. Like the opinions of the characters are very based on the actual IP, not the game. That's it.
Yep.
Same with Dragon Ball
Yep.
Z.
Yep. Yep.
No
Yep.
one's gonna
Yep.
pull for fucking Yamcha, but if Broly's there, everyone's gonna pull for him, right? So, but
Yeah. Oh,
this
look, Zenless Zone Zero made it.
Zenless is not in the top 10. It didn't make it.
Yeah, I know.
It didn't make it.
Damn.
Yeah. Fate Grand
I guess that kind
Order.
of makes sense.
This also makes
Fate Grand
sense.
Order, I know I've had a lot of people that play this like out of a lot of anime gotcha games. I think it was
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, and Fate Grand Order. I
Yeah,
think that's the top two I've been hearing a
I've
lot
played Fate
about.
Grand Order before, and it's pretty ruthless when it comes to the gacha aspect. It's very ruthless. There's like a lot of strict things that there are, and it's very hard. Not the gameplay, the fact that you have to sell your house to get a good character. Yeah. I
Yeah.
lost three of my children to Fate Grand Order and my first wife. Very sad. I recommend not playing this game. Zenless Zone Zero. We're
Real.
gonna cover the top 15. After that, it's too irrelevant. Oh, Nikke.
Yeah.
Maybe the top 20. Maybe the top 20.
This guy is such a gooner.
Zelda Zone Zero, fits fine. Puzzle and Dragons, I don't know what that is. I don't care. Dragon Ball Z Legends. Huh. Interesting. It doubled its
I
revenue.
Oh wow, yeah. Is this new?
Yeah,
I'm not
and
really keeping it with Dragon Ball
it
stuff
was
lately.
new last month, so now it's its second month, and it
Oh,
earned
okay. That's pretty solid, honestly.
pretty good. Not gonna lie, I don't know what this game is,
Wow,
but
look at that Arcanite's Fallout though.
oh, don't even talk about Dragon Ball Legends. What is this even like?
Legends.
Is it different compared to
I don't
like?
know. I know
It
Dokkan
looks
Battle.
similar to Dokkan Battle. Doesn't look
Wait,
that
what? Is
different.
that not Dokkan Battle? That is Dokkan Battle, is it not?
Yeah, but it says it's Legends. It's real time. Oh, it's multiplayer. It was Dokkan multiplayer?
Oh, I thought it was.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know the difference. Maybe it's the same game and we just don't know. We just yeah. Next is Cookie Run Kingdom. This is insane. How is
I remember when this game blew up out of nowhere.
yeah,
I personally I never touched it at all. Like I just never
same,
found
same.
any interest
It
of it.
it looks
Yeah.
fun. It looks very what's frugal. It gives you a lot of free shit, but giving free shit doesn't mean I want to play a game. I can just buy shit, okay? I have money. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Damn. Okay. All
I
right. I
ain't
see.
broke.
Bro's got money.
I ain't broke. These Cookie Run Kingdom players. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I love you guys. I love Cookie Run Kingdom players. There's a whole ass account on Instagram called Cookie Run Kingdom India, and they like exclusively make reels and posts to like gather Indian audiences to play Cookie Run Kingdom, which is so fun. I love it. Like one game is
Oh, I see.
recognizing like in the top 15 gacha games, only one of them recognizes that India is a market. Maybe two. Maybe Pokemon TCG as well.
Maybe.
But
Maybe.
yeah. Arknights, I don't want to talk about this shit. Shit, and it is
Arknights,
shit.
the fall off of Arknights is pretty
Needs
funny
to
to
be
me. I
studied. The
don't
fall
know.
off needs to be studied, bro. Oh my god. Oh fuck. The Battle
Yeah.
Cats. Oh, I've only seen like ads for this shit. It's a game?
I don't know.
What is
Never
the
heard of
Battle
it.
Cats? The I remember
Sounds like some
seeing
furry
like
shit, if I'm being honest.
it does. Probably is. Oh no, I've seen this game
Oh.
before. Yeah, I've seen this game before. It's a gacha game?
Oh.
I thought you just
Yeah, I
play
didn't
it.
know.
Okay, I
The one with the
guess.
fucking gun.
Oh no, you ever seen the Battle Cats like waifus? Like there are Battle Cat waifus.
Oh my, what?
Yeah, these are cats.
Oh my god.
These are all
Ayo,
cats.
chat. Ayo, chat, 50,000 likes and we're gonna play this game.
Yeah, we'll play it. We'll play it. Disney Twisted Wonder. What?
Oh my god, I remember this. Yeah, I remember. Wait, that's a gotcha game?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, what?
What
I
is
remember this though. I didn't know that.
What
You
is
never
this?
heard of Disney Twisted Wonderland?
No? Do you expect me to? This looks
I don't
like.
know, yeah.
This looks like. This genuinely looks like fucking what's it called? Love and Deep Sweats with twinks. I would love this game.
I mean,
Exclusively twinks.
I guess so, yeah. I could see that.
It's twink gacha.
It's like an adaptation of, I forgot, it's like an adaptation of something, but it's like made from Disney basically. That's the whole point. Oh, there you go. There's a Disney YouTuber, I'm pretty sure.
No, that's a woman. That's the demographic of this game.
Bruh.
That is the demographic of this fucking game. Oh, I guess it's based on a manga.
I don't know, man.
It's based on a manga.
Yeah,
Which is written
that's
by
what it is, I
Disney?
think.
Wow, Disney made a manga, bro.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
Goddess of Victory Nike.
We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that game. That game's like ass.
version
Like,
of Love and Deep Space. The male version of Love and Deep Space. It's
bro,
Goddess
missed
of
what I said. I said that game's ass.
Yeah, it's all ass. That's it. That's all the game is. It's
Exactly.
ass.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh
We
no. Oh
can't show
no.
this. We can't
Okay,
show this.
let's close it.
Infinity Nikki. Oh, this is. Oh yeah, this is a cute game.
I heard. Yeah, I knew this game. Like, it has its own thing. It has its own
Yeah,
fandom.
It does its own thing.
Like,
It's a very good fandom
yeah.
as well. I like the Infinity Nikki fandom. They're very chill. And the game looks very pretty. Honestly, it looks better than Genshin Impact when it comes to graphics. Like, but from what I've heard, you have to pull for dresses, which power up your main female character, which I don't know if you can customize. But even if you can't, the fact that like the main character is the main focus and her name is Nikki, and I think it's based on like Dress Up Nikki. Wait, Nikki games. Yeah, the Nikki games are like dress up games, and now the dress up game is a gacha dress up game with with Genshin
Yeah,
Impact style world and puzzles and fighting, which is insane.
pretty cool,
Oh,
pretty cool.
pretty cool. Yeah, and then this one, I don't really know about this one. What is this? Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Yeah.
What did I just
Whoa,
do?
whoa, whoa, chill, chill, chill.
Chill, 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 bro. Wait,
All
let me
right.
see.
Shall we move on to the next thing then here?
Yeah, I mean, next thing isn't like we discussed all these gacha games. We just it's kind of confusing, but like what makes a
Yeah.
gacha game good? That's our question. The final question for today. What makes a gacha game good?
True.
What is a good gacha game? We
Mm.
we know from WoWa, like at least from my opinion of WoWa, a good game isn't a good gacha game. Like WoWa is a good game, not a good gacha game, my opinion. But again, like what makes a gacha game a good gacha? Like what is yeah? What do you think?
All right. So first of all, I think just my overall experience in terms of like, just gotcha games in general. I've played like different kinds of it. I think the main issue is always going to be like, are the rewards rewarding enough? And of course, like, are they like actually worth the grind, right? So I think it's gonna always depend on what are you going to advertise to your audience, right? Is it going to be the characters? Is it going to be the game itself, like the gameplay, the combat? Is it going to be like maybe like some content that's the side of things, like Infinity Nikki, for example, with the dress up thing, right? So I think if they have like a strong focus and they stick to that the entire way through,
Hmm.
then try to sell through that way. You know what I mean? So if it's, for
Yeah.
example, we're gonna have this game where it's gonna be purely advertised as a competitive type of game. You can do a gotcha thing where you have all these type of characters, but they have their own unique abilities. They don't have to necessarily be stronger than the other, but they can offer something that'll work within that competitive level, whatever it is, right? So
Hmm.
there's just a lot of different things you could do. That's one. Number two is the rates. The gotcha rates
Yeah.
is it's
Definitely.
gonna obviously depend on the company itself, right? Like how
Yeah.
much are they like aiming to earn a revenue, right? Obviously, it's always gonna be business at the end of the day, right? Like that's just how it is. So I think there's just got to be a fair balance between making banners achievable to pull on at least like I say like every patch everyone should have a chance to pull on.
Yeah.
Like every update you should have enough to pull on something that you
Yeah,
want.
honestly, yeah, I get
Um
that. Yeah, you should have at least
yeah, I
minimum whatever the pity is, that pull, that amount of pulls should be given to you um in the before the middle of the patch, so you can decide whether to pull like the first or second half of the patch. Like you should have
right,
that much.
exactly.
I think the game should
And then
give
like
you that.
incentivize it, encourage the players more. Like, oh, we'll have this like really fun event that'll actually give lots of rewards. Will actually be enough for you to pull on
Yeah,
this game. And of course, you can always get more pulls if you want more copies or more, I don't know, cosmetics or more weapons, whatever. Right?
yeah,
That can be
exactly.
like that could be like saved for the pay gate stuff, but like getting the actual featured stuff on the banners is usually, at least for me personally, it's usually like the most exciting thing to do. So I feel like at least in every single patch there should be some minimal, or yes, at least the pity should be realistic enough to reach every patch.
Yeah,
But then
exactly.
again, I understand like most companies don't do that because they got to make money, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
and
that's what
also
I
keep
think.
the in the way keep the fan base like on there too, you know?
I think I'll let's make a differentiation. A successful gacha game and a good gacha game are two different things. What makes a successful gacha game, I think, is accessibility, and like the ease of like accessibility and what's easing into the game, like something that you know, something that's not alien to you when you play the game. That's why TCG Pocket is so popular. It's easy to play. It's very easy to play. Like my grandma could understand how TCGP works.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it doesn't, and it's also very inviting. It's Pokemon, it's comfortable. You know what Pokemon is.
Right,
To an extent,
right.
Honkai Star Rail was also comfortable. Genshin's comfortable because Honkai Impact Third exists. But yeah, these successful gacha games, they have accessibility and a hook. Like Love and Deep Space
Yeah.
has a hook. It's the myth. It's the
Right, right,
meme,
right.
which again you said as
Right, right,
well.
right.
Yeah, a game has something unique that it does. That's very much something that people are gonna love it, and it's gonna be very successful for. Infinity Nikki, for what it is very successful. Like, um, for a company that used to make like just dress up games, a game that's earning 20 million per month is not.
That's still a lot of money,
Yeah,
dude.
that's a
That's still a
lot of
lot.
money. Like, we might be blinded
Yeah.
by Pokemon's 90 fucking million, but 20 million per month is not bad. And they're consistently making that much money, like, because it has a very unique hook. Like, people that, like, um, any kind of person that just wants to, like, play a comfortable game, that wants to, uh, dress up and stuff, like anything, they can just enjoy that game. And the gacha aspect is obviously an addition. It adds a layer of intensity and fun to it. I also am of the opinion that 50/50s are a needed evil. Like, but again, if
Mhm.
you're gonna keep 50/50s, you need to give enough free pulls so that you can at least get to the pity once. If you don't have 50/50s,
Yep.
then the concept of pulling becomes obsolete, because you get 80 pulls, you get the characters you want, and you move on. That's it. But
Right.
you don't need the 50/50 everywhere, which is what WoWa proved to us. You don't need the 50/50 for weapon banners, which are not the main
Oh
aspect of your
yeah.
game. You don't need them.
Yeah.
But yeah, a successful gacha game has these things, in my opinion. A good gacha game, I think it's just about the characters, or the thing that you're pulling for needs to be fun to pull. Like, if
Right.
TCG had cards that weren't like cool looking or sick, like you pull it, you're like, oh, that's sick. Like, if it didn't have cards like that, I don't think it would be successful. Like, or it wouldn't be good. It would be fun to play. If Genshin didn't have fun characters, I don't think it would be fun to play. HSR, we're seeing
Hmm.
the fact that they're releasing less fun characters and more like power creep characters is making the game less fun to play and less good. So I think, my personal opinion, it's the characters, or like characters in brackets, whatever is the thing that you're pulling for. Infinity
Right.
Nikki
Right. Right. Right.
dresses, Love and Deep Space memories, whatever is the main thing that you're pulling for.
And like to also make it feel rewarding too, like getting these type of characters and actually like earning them along the way as well, like with the endless amounts of hours spending time on
Yeah,
it, like
exactly.
through grinding.
Yeah,
It's just like stuff like that is what makes gacha games fun, right?
yeah,
And
exactly.
of course, like obviously the luck aspect too, right? Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, I got it so early, stuff like that,
At the end of
right?
the day,
But
gacha games are gambling. You're not playing gacha games because you want to play a vast, expansive. Like, some of them maybe, but the main hook of a gacha game isn't that it's a vast, expansive world that's so fun to explore. It's that it's gambling, and the rush you get from pulling and gathering those pulls, and then trying again is what keeps gacha games so popular. It's not the if it was expansive worlds, then something like Arknights would have never gotten popular.
right, that's true, that's true.
I mean, yeah, the story is important to, again, why is the story important? To flesh out the characters that you want to pull for. Everything, I think, goes back to the fact that the characters, or the thing that you want to pull for, needs to be something that you want for it to be fun. I I don't care about, like, okay, what's a bad gacha game? I don't care about cookies. That's why I don't have
Yeah,
that's why
that's
I
true.
don't have fun playing Cookie Run Kingdom. If someone that has an interest in pulling for waifu cookies, which is completely acceptable, because yeah, again, then it'll be fun for them. If you don't have the want to pull for overly sexualized characters, then you're not gonna enjoy Love and Deep Space or Nikke. You're not gonna enjoy these games if you don't want the thing that's being given to you, which is so obvious, obviously. But people don't discuss
Right,
that
right,
when they
right.
talk about, like, what makes a gacha game good. You pull on TCG because you want a specific card. You want that card because it looks sick, not because the gameplay is deep and everything, or whatever. Does not matter.
True. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's a gotcha game. You play the game because it's gotcha. you So like, if you found like something that you found it through advertisement where, oh my god, this thing looks so cool, I'm gonna download it because it's a gotcha game, and I feel like stuff like this where you advertise specific things such as like the characters or whatever you're pulling through, for example, that's usually what's going to be the main attraction at the end of the day because again, that's the point of it.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that is our little
Yeah,
opinion
I
about
mean, yeah.
what makes
Um,
a great gacha game in general. Basically, yeah, it's just make it a good gacha game. Just make the pulls and the characters attractive, and then hopefully your niche or the general audience will like it.
yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, gacha gaming is very, very deep. I think it's a very fun, I don't know, a fun genre of video games. It's something different. You don't find stuff like this in other games. It has its own place, I think. It's not something that people can just like be like, no, it's less than other gaming experiences. Well, to some extent, maybe. But I won't say that it's completely like incapable of giving you amazing moments. I think uh, I love some gacha games. I don't love gacha gaming as a whole, but I'm generally pretty okay with gacha games. Most people, I think, the general audience doesn't like gacha games because of the fact that all of it's anime related. If you tell like a TCG player that it's in the same genre as Genshin Impact, they will shit themselves.
That's true. That's
They
true.
will shit themselves. They're like, tell your
That's
boss,
actually a good
tell your
point. Yeah.
boss that playing TCGP is like playing Genshin Impact. They will shit him. He will shit himself. He'll be like, no, I don't play those anime games. I'm not an
Yeah. Yeah.
anime
Exactly.
weeb. It's like
True. True.
that's how it is. That's how gacha
Yeah.
games are seen because gacha games got popular in Japan. The whole basis, the whole art style, everything. The people that don't like VB stuff are not gonna like general gacha games. But I still think gacha can be made fun if you make it intuitive and interesting. That's it.
Yep.
No more than
Yep.
that. No other bullshit required. Just make it intuitive. That's it. Like, give me
Yep.
a reason to spend my money. If I'm gonna spend
Exactly.
my money, give me a reason. The casino isn't good of in is not a big enough reason. I don't want to get my money back. I want something in return. Oh my god, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I hope everyone that watched this had a great time, as much of a great time as we had.
Of
Um,
course.
this particular episode is gonna be completely unedited. I think we're not gonna change anything, just to keep it real. So yeah, that's it. You want to do the ending sequence? If we have an ending
Sure.
sequence.
Sure. 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 Yeah. So again, make sure you guys, if you guys are interested in this type of content, of course, I highly suggest you guys turn on that notification bell. And of course, hit that subscribe button too. It would really help us out a lot for you guys to support and for of course for us to reach out
Oh
to
my
YouTube's
god.
algorithm. And yeah, it's just exciting. This is a very different type of style of content for both of us, so it's really exciting. And we hope to continue more of stuff like this in the future. And I'm excited to see where this channel will go. What do you think, AK?
Yep, same. Honestly, I am really excited. It's something I finally release content. It's been so long. I haven't released
True,
content
true,
in
true.
a long time. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, this is a pretty good way to generally, to get out there, get our opinions out there because our normal videos aren't opinionated. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do whatever he said, like do it, or I will hate you. No, but yeah, no, just like I don't want. I'm not really experienced with this shit, but I can't say like sub to the channel and hit that noti bell. Hit that noti bell right now,
I didn't
please.
say it like that, bro. That's all you, bro. That's all you.
Comment,
But
please,
yeah, at the end of the
please.
day, folks, also comment down below if there are any other topics that you would like to see us
Oh yeah, yeah.
discuss about, whether it's relevant, whether it's like something completely random, like, oh, what's your favorite condiment, for example, ketchup, mustard, like something like that. There's
Mine's
going to be a lot of
mayonnaise.
stuff that we're gonna be open up to a lot of things. That's gonna be the fun part of this. It's not only just gonna be like the stuff that we've played through and create content through our origin channels. We're gonna talk about a lot of things, and I think that's what's gonna be exciting about this channel. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it. Anything else?
If you want to
Yeah,
see more of
anything else
these
you'd like to say,
videos,
AK?
if you want to see more of these videos, just like let us know, and we'll see you again next time.
Hell yes! Stay tuned for the next episode. I'm not